You know, it's actually a funny story. I was on my way to work. I was 16. I drove a black sedan. I had my sweatshirt in the back. It was cold. And there was a red SUV next to me. We got onto the highway and we were at about 60, 70 miles per hour. I remember I reached 67. My car has the odometer and tells me the exact speed. I reached 67 miles per hour, and the red SUV speeds up ahead. He jumps into my lane, and I press on my brakes just out of a bit of courtesy. He presses his, I press mine. He holds his. I go from 67 miles per hour to 50. 17 less miles in 1 hour. If I was driving at 20, I'd be down to 3. Some perspective. It's aggravating. I try to switch into his old lane to pass him, even though I was in the fast lane. The left lane is the fast lane. I move to the right and try to speed up. And he crosses back into his old lane too, cutting me off. Cars passed us to our left. It was rush hour, almost impossible to get back into the flow of traffic. He was on the phone, probably with his terrible wife or girlfriend or boss, saying how much of a fucking idiot he was. That was the day I realized it's okay to kill some people.
It was a cloudy day, but it didn't rain. I always hate those kinds of days. You sit and you wonder what the weather will wage. It's worthless. A waste. But it was cloudy and I did not waste the day. I got my things. I found some store at the bottom of the hill. You cross a bridge over a stream. I'm not going to say the exact store. You cross a bridge and you go in. I went in and I grabbed a collection of items. I hadn't decided yet. I got a hammer, a saw, a drill, nasty nuance. I've got some ideas. Then I made my way over to the counter and it was like a Christmas Story with the Red Ryder BB gun, except it was an axe. A beautiful axe, like the one a firefighter would use. It was medium length, head just long enough and sharp. I asked the lady at the counter if I could hold it. And she asked what I was doing. I got tripped up for a second. I mean, do I tell her? I ran through the scenario in my head. I tell her. Maybe she thinks I'm kidding and she giggles. Or she's worried. And reports me to the police. Or at least what I look like. And I can't have that. I'd have to shave my hair. And I like my hair. So I don't tell her. I lie. I like lying. I told her I was a firefighter and that at the station, the firefighters always call it a station. The station was looking for new models of fire axes. Oh, she likes this. Or accepts it. And she hands me the axe. I think about killing her. But it's 2014. I mean, she could have had cameras. It was not worth the risk. And she wasn't who I wanted dead. It just would have been funny. I mean, she makes a seemingly harmless mistake and is killed for it. Brutal. Anyway, I get my things, I pay for them, and I leave a little tip, though they don't have a tip jar, so I just said the cool line, keep the change.
My grandma died really young, though she was old, but I was young. Yeah, she used to call me Margie. Yeah, she wanted me to be a girl and to do girly things, so she called me a girly name. Talk about a big disappointment. I've always been a tad of a letdown. My father used to say, "Kiddo, they're just faster than you. It's okay, take your time." Yeah, fooled you, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, no, my father beat the living shit out of me. I came back to school from winter break with a black eye. I told everyone it was from a skiing accident. I was 9. What kid knows how to ski at 9? But they bought it. And some of them were nicer to me because of a lie, which I didn't like, because they treated me a certain way because of that lie. But could you imagine? Just imagine if they had known the truth and they just ran with that. I would have been put in an orphanage. My mom is also dead. Well, dead to me. She left my dad because she could, which was smart of her, but she left me alone with him. Maybe an orphanage would have been okay. I would have been popular with my lies, but popular nevertheless. No family would have taken me if I didn't lie. Yeah, guys, I could have been a really good evil orphan.
I got my mask at a ski shop, funny enough. The guy at the counter said he had a ski fitting in 20 minutes. Asked if I wanted to stay around. I said, no, I already got my skis. Which was a lie. I hope there's a pattern you're noticing. Regardless, I get the mask, I get home. It's a shithole, my place, my kingdom. My dad used to say, clean your room to clean your mind. Yeah, guess how much shit was on my floor. I had the essentials in the corner of my closet. Axe, gloves, now ski mask. It was all gathered, so to speak. Then, I hear a knock on my door. There are 3 things I hate happening. When it's cloudy and doesn't rain. When people love me for a lie. And when someone knocks on my door. Nevertheless, I stand perfectly still, hoping they didn't see me enter my apartment. The lady outside says, bless her heart, she says, hey, I saw you enter your apartment. I just had a few questions. I smirked. I think I did. But I smirked thinking, what the fuck did this random-ass person have to say to me? I opened the door, and it was a little girl selling cookies. Not a Girl Scout, just some girl doing a fundraiser. I was very creepy in hindsight. I barely opened the door and just had one eye peek out. I said, yes. She looked at my single eye and smiled the widest smile, and she says, hi, would you like to buy any cookies for my field trip? I've got chocolate chip. I stop her right there. I opened the door, exited, and knelt down. She was a little scared, I could tell. I told her to give me every box she had of chocolate chip. She smiled. I bought them on the condition that she never knock on my door again. She lost that smile pretty quick, but that's her problem. I closed the door, heard her walk away, and ate a cookie before sharpening my axe.
In school, they talked to us about the legal system way too late. I was almost out of school, and then in 11th grade, I learned about how my government works. I was 17. I couldn't handle that at 13, maybe 12. I'm not trying to deceive here. It's just, I would have liked to learn about government and different governments before I'm right out the door, you know? I'm an adult, and all I know is democracy and capitalism. But that's all I need, right? Trust the system. I have an odd feeling with this country. It started off great. The colonists followed their dream. They achieved their goal, freedom. But we're all rebels now. We were all born from rebels. Rebellion is in our blood, or that sense of a fresh start. That's what revolution is. That fresh start. That's freedom, right? How free am I? Asked everyone in the United States in 1776. And the founders said, very free, let freedom ring. But in 1954, the communists asked the same question and got imprisoned. That answered their question. When the natives asked how free they were, the government said, let me draw the lines for you. I asked the government and they said, when you turn 18. I said, great, I'm free. I had a beer. It cost me the night in jail. I borrowed my buddy's car. The taillight was out. Cop pulled me over, got charged with theft, paid my time. That didn't feel very free to me.
I guess I should talk about who I'm going to kill. Her name's Christy. Very holy name, Christ-like, yes. She's not that great of a person. She fell off my radar for a minute, but she popped up in the next town over. I didn't stalk her, which does sound like me, but really, I didn't. By chance, I happened to find this piece of shit person. I walked up to her and I said, do you have a minute to talk? And she said, yeah, who are you? I said, my name is Marco. I knew that she knew me in grade school, but she didn't recognize me as I looked now. She agreed, said we get coffee. I agreed. I didn't order any coffee. She started talking and she talked about how she was bartending for a while but then got a better job in real estate. I found that interesting. I asked for more info and she started going into the business in very broad details. That wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I understood that she might want to disclose that information to me. Logically, it made sense based on her memory of me. I asked for her business card in case I wanted to move to town. Told her I was figuring stuff out at home with my parents. Another lie. Classic. She hands me her business card and I stashed it in the corner of my closet.
I don't want this to come off the wrong way or to seem like a lie. I don't want to kill everyone I see. If someone with an annoying dog passes me on the street, I might move away, but I'm not going to kill them. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm not as bad as a serial killer. So, yeah. They are interesting, though. I've always thought that their biggest flaw was their ciphers. Why leave a code of how to find you? You know, experts or TV scripts will tell you that it's because they're not killing to kill, they're killing for attention. They want to have people who want to find them. They want to feel wanted, which is a normal feeling. That's so odd. Wanting to feel wanted so bad that you kill a random, helpless stranger just to get it. They don't want to get caught. They want people to keep chasing them and keep wanting to find them, so they leave a trail of breadcrumbs. It's long, but it's solvable. and they love that feeling of being wanted and chased, so they create a game with people's lives just to get it. No, if you don't do anything to me, I'm not going to kill you. But if you do something that's, if you're torturing my mind or my heart to a point where I cannot forgive or forget it, then yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Christy works a 9-to-5 job, but it's by appointment. I'm fully ready. All I have to do is call, so I call. I hang up. What day should I do it? Where? In a car at my house? After work or before sunrise? I should do it in a house that she shows me. I had to change my name. I told her my name was Marco. Fuck. I say Marco is a fake name for Mark Franco. No relation to the Franco brothers, but I'll need to fake the paperwork. Unless, of course, she does this as a friendly gesture. Now we're getting somewhere. So, I call. It rings and a robot picks up, gives me some options. I press 8, speak with an agent. Then it lists out all the agents for me. Christie's number 9, so I press 9. It dials, but Chrissy is out of the office today. I call the next day. And then the next day, she picks up.
Hi, Christy. Yeah. How you doing? Good. That's good. Yeah. Listen, I wanted to. Yeah, I'm really glad I'm talking to you too. Yeah. I was wanting to look at some houses in town. Are there any available? Yeah. Well, it's just me and my girlfriend, so it doesn't have to be too big. But she did just get a promotion at the bank, so yeah. Chase Bank. So we could definitely look at some moderately priced homes. 9th Street is far too modern, I would say. Walnut, that's all right, but Chestnut. Yeah, no, Chestnut's perfect. My grandma used to live there. Well, see, listen, Christy, this is why I called you, though, because I would need to look at the house tomorrow. Yeah. See, I know that that's short notice, but I promise I can do all the paperwork following in the days of the visit. I mean, it's just we're going on vacation to celebrate the promotion, and I'd really like to have some homes for my girlfriend to look at when we get back. Please, I just really want to propose in this house, and I really think that Margie would love it. Yeah, Marco and Margie. We don't rap, but they do call us M&Ms. So, listen, Christy, can you do this for us? Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Christy.
I'm very happy. You can always tell when someone's in a good mood or on a roll. It's behind the eyes, but also in just relaxation those people exhume. I made it to the house. It was 444 Chestnut Drive. There was a car already parked in the driveway. It was Christy's. So I parked right behind her so she couldn't escape. Don't be afraid. That's what I said as I entered the house. To myself, but Christy heard it, so of course I had to cover. I said I was nervous for my girlfriend. Christy understood. I looked around. God. There were tarps set up for the painter's crew. I mean, they'd practically done the cleanup work for me. After that, we made our way around the house with Christy, and we analyzed everything. Doorways, squeaky floorboards, cracked windows. I shut every last one of them. I said I was cold, but in truth, I didn't know how loud Christy would scream. After that, we made our way back downstairs, and I apologized that my girlfriend couldn't make it. Christy understood. Then we were downstairs, and I had to go get my things.
I tell Christy that my girlfriend is calling and I had to take it. She goes to step outside, but I go before her. I say, I'll be right back. I open the trunk and I take out the axe. Christy comes outside. She sees me. I charge after her. I'm stronger, but don't consider myself a strong man. I throw her back inside. I slam the door shut. She's howling now and running around. She goes for the kitchen window, but trips on the tarp. I come charging in after her and yell, "Here's Margie!" You should have seen the look on her face. I got up close to her afterwards. I looked at her very closely. I'm going to talk to you now how I talked to her. I said, "Do you want to run away?" She nodded yes. I said, "Do you want me to save you? Or have someone else save you?" She didn't say anything. I said, "I wanted someone to save me too, a long time ago. Don't you remember? Hello, Mom. Do you want me to save you?" She looked at me like her kid for the first time in 19 years. "Why didn't you save me too?" She mumbled something, but the blood covered her diction. I hacked off her legs. "Now you know what it feels like to be stabbed in the back, to want to run away, but you can't." She died right after that. Her eyes were open. I stared at her. I wanted to see if she could keep them open, like in the movies, like she was acting. When she didn't close them, I realized she was dead. Not just dead to me anymore, but really dead. I can't believe I screamed, "Here's Margie." Oh, talk about a big disappointment.
Wasn't all fun and games after that. I mean, the paint crew came the next morning, and probably wasn't the best idea to leave Mom there, but I was done with her, so I left. Went home. It was about 10 p.m. when I went home, so I went to bed. It was on the news the next morning. 444 Chestnut Drive. I was really glad I didn't do the paperwork after that. But, you know, Mommy had one last trick up her sleeve. See, I was the next of kin. So everything that she had went to me. So the legal parties were already out looking for me, and it wasn't long until the police made me a suspect and pinned me for the murder. But they said I did it for the money, which I didn't like, because it was a lie. treated me differently because of a lie. Full circle, right? So no. I didn't do it for the damned dollar. I did it to decapitate the demon. To cripple the coward, however you want to say it. She was a coward. She left me behind. So I left her behind. What's fair is fair. You get what you paid for. That's the answer. I wanted something done. And I did it for the reason why I wanted to do it. I followed my heart. Oh, that's scary, right? I guess in my heart or in my head, I told myself that killing the woman who abandoned me and left me for dead would just solve all my problems. I'd be free. I'd feel free. It felt so good to have all my problems solved. I completed my dream. Look where that got me. I got out of one cage. They put me in another one. Oh, so much for letting freedom ring. Yeah, let freedom ring!
If you have any final words, now's the time.
Well, it's actually kind of a funny story.